You fool.
I'm just going to say I didn't do it. I'm just going to say that I didn't play the song. I don't find the song funny. I didn't think it was appropriate to do.
You got to sacrifice that title. This retarded. This is not funny. This is horrible. Guess you're not Top G anymore. Stole that shit. I'm Top G, nigga. I talk facts.
Tristan told me that SNEAKO played the song.
He was calling on it. Oh yeah, SNEAKO does loads of clips insulting me all the time.
Let's work out this issue a little bit.
There's no issue.
They smile in my face is what I don't like.
Shit, I'm
They smile in my face is a sound bite. The media crucify me like they did Christ.
I'm not fucking sorry for listening to a song. It's a fucking song.
A girl will run her mouth only out of spite, but I never.
Beautiful how it looks.
This ain't cheddar, it's quiche.
Got it, Mr. Ready Back. 30 seconds on my back. 30 seconds like you like. Fuck it just as like you like. Do it just like you like. Take it just like you like. Call it just like you like. Write it just like you like.
It's on the house.
Thank you so much. I thought it was banned. I get drinks on a house, nigga. This is still my city. I'm the mayor of Miami. Suck my dick.
Shout out my label, that's me. I'm in this bitch with TB. I'm in this bitch with 4 tray. I just pulled on me a A. Real nigga all in my face. 500
It's on the house.
Thank you so much.
This bitch with 4 tray. I just pulled on me a A. Real nigga all in my face. 500 racks in my safe. 500 racks to the plug. What you know about showing love? What you know about pulling up? And Billy Chubbs. Make these bitches fall in love.
And you are not welcome in Miami Beach.
I thought we was banned for the club. What happened? Miami mayor, what's going on?
Niggas together, we came from the bottom. We used to wear each other. None of my niggas gon' fold. Couple pussy niggas told. They ain't my niggas no more.
Love speech. This is our year, our takeover.
Oh, the trimmer.
Chat, should I shave my beard or not?
What's good, everybody? What's good?
They want the old SNEAKO back. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it.
What's good, everybody?
Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it. They want the old pump back, they want the old SNEAKO back. They want the old pump back, they want the old SNEAKO back. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it. Fucking clubbing, every nigga tryna ban me. Stole that shit, give me that, I'm the top G. Stitching on me, dog, you said we was family. Like Chris Tyson switching on me like a tranny. And on Twitter, they don't fucking understand me. Ban me from everything, I don't give a fuck. Clipicular, I'ma hit him with the Cybertruck. Vehicular, driving off with the #1. Killing kids that they act like they cannot see. What a stomach, everybody wanna drop me. Taking steak deals, thought you had 8 figures. I'm not taking no shit from a wall kisser. They want the old pump back, they want the old SNEAKO back. They want the old pump back, they want the old SNEAKO back. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it. They want the old pump back, they want the old SNEAKO back. They want the old pump back, they want the old SNEAKO back. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it. Fuck all that talking, man, they get straight to it. Boom, boom.
Good to see you guys. What's going on? Welcome back to another stream. We got a big day today. Big day today. Top G Uncensored in the house. It's the name of the show for today. Should start a podcast real soon. Top G Uncensored. My mom died in a holiday. My mom died in my tech teams in Israel. My son girlfriend died in a holiday. Happy to see you guys. Going to be back earlier today than usual. Great stream yesterday. There's lots of things to cover today. Lots of things to cover today. Shout out yesterday. I was just texting Ian Carroll. Shout out to Ian Carroll, Bryce Mitchell. Great collabs yesterday. Today we saw the apology tour continues on Uncensored. Former Top G, now Top Goy, goes on Censored show. Goes on Piers Morgan Censored. Stole that shit. It's so fun doing that, but I gotta add that to the soundboard. I gotta add a stole that shit. But yeah, so we're gonna cover that. And there's some other stuff that I listed in my tweet. I can't remember everything that I just said. I just woke up, back at it again. 7-hour stream yesterday, but the grind continues. Yes. Yeah, so apparently on that episode, he said that the reason that he deleted the tweets glazing Epstein were because of his tech teams in Israel. My team deleted it when I was sleeping. I remember 2 years ago, I don't sleep. I punish myself. Coffee, cigarette, back in the game, G. I go to sleep at 8:01 and I wake up at 8. Anyway, we're also going to see how I stole Matt Walsh from Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro stole that shit. Matt Walsh is now my goy slave. And we're also going to talk about Twitter exploding because I accidentally ate pork yesterday, which is not even a sin. I did it accidentally. It was obvious to everybody. On stream, I ordered some food. I don't get to eat off stream because I don't spend any time off stream. I'm grinding so much. I just have a cup of coffee, breakfast, and I start my stream, and then a couple, 4 or 5 hours in, I eat live. And during the live stream, before Bryce Mitchell went on, I just ordered, okay, ribs, looks good. Not thinking, are these pork ribs or beef ribs? It's ribs. You don't really think about that. I don't know about you. I think of bacon as being like pepperoni, prosciutto, bacon, what else? Yeah, I wasn't thinking about that. And I spit it out. And then that literally made Twitter news. Can you believe that? It's so stupid. Every single clipper posted about it. Everybody, it literally went as trending Twitter news. So I'm going to talk about that and all the people calling me a grifter. I saw this person, The Quarter. I think he's a Rumble. I think he's a Rumble guy. The Quarter. He looks like Matt Walsh. He has a beard. I don't know what he's about. The Quarter, or is it the nickel? The nickeling. He said that I'm getting paid by I'll bring this one up now before we really dive into it later, just because this one is so stupid. Where is it here? This guy. Yes, The Quarter. The nickeling. Says, he was never an actual Muslim, so why are people surprised? My guess is he took the same bag as other influencers to suddenly pretend to be Muslim. If anybody can produce that I took a bag to be Muslim, I will convert to Judaism right now. I really would. If anybody could produce any sort of valid evidence, if anybody could tie that to something legitimate, where SNEAKO is getting funded by Saudi Arabia to promote Islam, the first person who put out that theory was Tommy Robinson, and then he was implicated on the Epstein files, allegedly, in my opinion. Can you believe that? Tommy Robinson, I put Britain first. My mom died in a holiday. Britain, who are ya? Who are ya? SNEAKO's getting contracts, all right, okay, contracts from Saudi Arabia to promote Islam. Somebody present that evidence. This guy's now also putting out this theory that I'm never a Muslim just because I was. Okay, I'll show you the clip.
It's not my stuff.
I'm eating ribs, bro. I wasn't thinking about that. I ordered ribs while live. I'm trying to eat real quick before I get into my interview.
Stop.
And then the chat starts saying ribs, or pork ribs. I realize it's just crazy. This is so stupid to break down, right? Isn't this obvious to everybody who's not a fucking retard? What's going on? I look it up. Spare ribs or pork. Okay.
He says he can't hear either.
I can hear you now. Can you hear me? Spit it out.
Oh, I sure can, brother.
Yeah, I just found out I just almost had pork by accident. I thought it was beef ribs. It's baby back ribs. Nice. Yeah, shout out to Bryce Mitchell. And everybody was saying, oh, SNEAKO's eating pork. Do you know Jesus didn't eat pork, you dumb stupid? I follow Jesus. He didn't eat pork. Yeah, SNEAKO, just come back to this, and why don't you just have a fucking piece of bacon? Why don't you just be like me? Have bacon. Actually, no, I'm going to follow Jesus. He didn't eat pork, so I don't know why you are. A lot of these people, too, like the nickeling, the diming, whatever, they claim to follow Christianity, but, why are you getting upset that I don't eat pork? Why is that a big issue to you? SNEAKO's a grifter. It's just a pig. What is it? You gonna explode? What, are you gonna light on fire? No, it's not a big deal. Okay, I made a mistake. Spit it out. But also, I follow Jesus. I'm seeing even Jews criticize me for this. Do you know what kosher food is, you stupid dum-dum? Like, why is this a big discussion? You think I'm gonna explode? No, it's just gross. Pigs eat their own shit. They eat each other. They don't sweat. They're a disgusting animal. Jews, I'm seeing Jews on Twitter. What is SNEAKO? You're also not supposed to eat pork, you fucking idiot. Like, bro, this is so dumb. This is the dumbest. But like, to see what goes viral now, the bar's low. Anyway, I'll talk about pork cost later on. I'm seeing a lot more tweets about this stuff. How, like, it's silly, right? Yo, SNEAKO's a fake Muslim. SNEAKO's a fake Muslim. Okay, but then we see like Christian conservative commentators go back and forth, like cheat on each other allegedly. Shout out to Sarah Stock and Elijah Safer. I like the both of them, you know, and I want to see the full story come out. But you don't see that same logic being applied. Like when they're getting accused of cheating on each other's spouses, it's like people start being charitable. Everyone starts being charitable. Let me pull this up. My bad. I have so many tabs. You're right here. It's my story to tell. Thank you, Myron. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Alex Jones. I got mad aura. Be mad. They will not get away with this. I'm not fucking leaving. Game on. I like Elijah, but this was just a little funny. I got mad aura. Like, why are you speaking like a wigga, bro? Anyway, when this happens, I see Christians stick up, which they should, which is the right thing to do. Be like, this doesn't represent all Christianity. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt, okay? Just because this is happening doesn't mean that they're fake Catholics. Fine. I accidentally take a bite of a pork. Fake Muslim! Fake Muslim! Do you see the difference? Like, bro, I can't even... Bro, it's so obviously a mistake. Everyone knows, right? Turn the TTS on? Yeah. Let's pin TTS in both chats at $30. Right? You missed that taste, don't lie. No, the sauce was pretty good, but no, I don't miss pork. I don't even know what. It's so weird to me that since I revert, it was like, yeah, you missed it. Why is it? You just missed the taste so bad, don't you? Huh? Do you miss pork? SNEAKO? Just come back. You love pork. You want pork like me, so it's fine. It's not a big deal. Yeah, it tasted. I don't miss it. It's not a big deal, bro. It's literal goy slop. It's literally goy slop. You understand? You know the term goy slop, where they talk about how they try to rotten goy so that the chosens can succeed, right? Look at you guys saying oink, oink in the chat. Pork is literal goy slop. Jews don't eat pork. Jews don't eat pork. They think that pork is goy slop. Wake up. Yo, SNEAKO, you missed that taste, huh? You fucking miss it, huh? Sounds like it's a big deal. It's not. It's just like, I can't believe this was literal trending news, bro. It was trending. Okay, I'm going to cover all that later. All right, let's get into the stuff of the day. Glad to see you guys. Glad to be back here. Hope you guys are doing great. God bless all of you in here. Salam alaikum to all my Muslims. Christ is king for the Christians. Shalom to the Jews and everything. All right, to the goy, the non-goy, everybody in here. Lent's coming up for the Catholics. I hope it's very successful. Ramadan's coming up for the Muslims. Hope that is successful. Glad to be back. Porktober 7th. Jesus, bro. You guys, like, the bar is so low. The bar is so low. Thank you for the 1,000 bits. Top Goy, Andrew Tate, Numbers Guy, Patrick McDavid, Moral Quandary. Okay. A Moral Quandary. Yes, and I really want to see this. So the apology, the Top Goy apology tour continues.
You said, I miss human trafficking. Why did you delete it?
It was just deleted by my PR team as I slept. These...
Oh my God, it gets worse and worse and worse. So look, my two sons are uniting to join forces to glaze Epstein and cry about a song. Look, chat, my two sons both block me on Twitter, but tweet about me daily. Both block me and then still see. I mean, look, you understand why. It's just because I get the ratio every time. They don't want to go out like Matt Walsh. But look at them join forces. And also just hear this. My tech team's in Israel deleting my tweets. I was glazing Epstein, but then my tech teams in Israel deleted it. It wasn't me. It was my Mossad girlfriend. This is going to be great. This is going to be great. I know you guys are a little bit tired of it, but just seeing my two sons go back and forth about it, too funny. Especially because I was the one who was scheduled to talk about this first, and Piers Morgan ran away from it. And so now he's bringing on Top Goy instead of me. It seems like Top Goy apologized enough so he could still get the Epstein-connected interviews like Piers Morgan, allegedly, in my opinion. But when you don't fold, here we are. But regardless, bro, like the Tristan Tate interview that he did with Mark Shapiro, I'm sure we could ratio it with views. I 5x ratio Tristan's interview with my reaction to it. It's too easy. Yeah, and Piers Morgan is trying to Jew me, sue me, everybody ooh me. All I want to say is that I am good for Matt Walsh. All I want to say is that I'm a good for Shapiro. This is what happened to Matt Walsh yesterday. Shout out to you guys. Where's that tweet? Damn, do I tweet a lot? Oh, yeah. So Matt Walsh tweeted yesterday, yeah, Matt Walsh avoided Epstein entirely by doing a whole show about it. I'm used to dishonest attacks, of course, but this one is so flagrantly ridiculous and baseless that it exposes this grifting dumbass for the con artist he is.
How come I only have the option to give subs but not sub myself? What is this? I think Tate's tech teams in Israel are preventing me from subbing.
I don't know. Maybe kick banned you. Maybe you played a song they don't like. I don't know what to tell you, guy. It exposes this grifting dumbass for the con artist he is. 5K likes. Just hit him with the shut up, Goy. God damn. Hey, yo, Matt Walsh, bro. Brutal. Brutal. How long until he blocks me too? And then I collect all my Epstein Glazer Infinity Stones one by one. I'm gonna be the Thanos of the JQ. One by one by one. GLM in the chat. GLM in the chat. This is too easy. Yeah, I mean, like, he's just trying to... It's obvious what he's doing, right? The tactic. Avoided Epstein entirely. I did a whole show about it. No, but you didn't say the simple fact that Epstein worked for Israel. It's so obvious, bro. And we know why you can't say it. It's because you work for Ben Shapiro. Allegedly, in my opinion, a Mossad spy who has platformed Netanyahu and is running cover for Israel. It's so clear what you're doing, bro. You're trying to say the left. You're trying to make a show about it. Act like you're not ducking. Say the obvious part that everybody sees. We know Epstein was Jewish. We know so many people on the island were Jewish. Just say it. Or don't. Don't try to, oh, this communist grifter. You look stupid. You look dumb. But let's go continue the rest
Gotcha moments.
The rest of the stuff here. I'll get this later. Oh, this is funny.
Dave Smith, so you do a lot of podcasts.
I'm a numbers guy.
Okay? You're a stand-up comedian. You're a political commentator, and a lot of other things.
A lot of others.
What do you enjoy doing the most? I don't know, dude. I just really hate Dan Bongino. Like, he's just like the worst thing that's ever happened to humanity. Like, he's an absolute disaster. But hear me out. I'm a numbers guy. I like numbers, right? You do three main things. And what I want to know is which one do you like doing the most of all of them? I guess hate Dan Bongino. Like, you know, he's just a guy who, I'm sorry, dude, like, he never beats me in an argument, and then he just goes around bragging about how, like, he knows, like, things that nobody else has seen, but he's not going to show us what he knows. It's like, oh, really, dude? Come on. So here's what I'm trying to get at. I know that you're a very...
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I love Dave Smith, but that's a really good impression. It's like, come on. Like, I'm not even, like, a great debater. It's just, dude, really?
Cool person. I see your tweets. I was actually saying to Vinny the other day, I think they're brilliant and I think they're extremely insightful. But what I'm not getting from you, and I understand that you don't like Dan Bongino, is what is it that motivates you in all that you actually do on Twitter and online? Honestly, just hating Dan Bongino. He's just such a liar, dude. And like he literally thinks he could beat me in an argument or a debate, and it would just be an absolute catastrophe for him. Like, and again, I'm not even saying that, like, you know, I'm the best debater, like, you know, whatever. But I'm not.
That's perfect. Absolutely perfect, bro.
Like, you know, whatever. But I'm not dumb. And he's like, you really have to be dumb to lose to Dan Bongino. But I still feel you're not understanding what I want, guy. I don't want to know Dave Smith, the libertarian. I don't want to know... Rob, pull up that tweet that Dave Smith wrote the other day. The one that I was talking about with Vinny.
The one about Dan Bongino?
Go up a little bit.
This one about Bongino?
Go down a little bit.
Oh, this one about Bongino.
All right, stop. See, I don't want to know that side of Dave Smith. What I want to know is, what's the most important thing, for example, that we need to be teaching our kids? I don't know, dude. Like, I guess one of the most important things to teach any little kid, and I've got 2 little kids, is like, just hate Dan Bongino, dude.
Okay, so Okay, Adam, pull up that tweet of, I don't want to see this, Kamala Harris. We can quickly go through this stuff. Everyone has been asking me about Elijah, so I'll address this once. Here's the unfiltered truth. I like Elijah a lot. He's been a good friend for years. He's a good guy, and I refuse to speak for it. That's good. And I respect that. That's dope. Yeah. Yeah, Myron's trying to get demonetized on YouTube. I think that Myron should get demonetized. And some people were sending me this tweet, is like trying to get Fresh and Fit demonetized. Like, oh, post to share this around. I'm like, no, are you fucking kidding me? Why the fuck would I post? Why would I like break it? Do I need to break it down? Why would I want that channel to succeed? I want Myron to succeed. Why would I want that to succeed? Are you remonetized? Yeah, I'm making bank, bro. I'm making absolute bank. You getting old? That's cool, but this, I got mad aura. This gave me chills, chat. I'm shivering. Hey, I guess, looking back now, after not doing that podcast with Nick, Myron, and Elijah, I guess we really did get the controlled chaos over. Oh, fuck, I fucked it up. I guess we still did get the controlled chaos anyway. Looks like we did get some controlled chaos. Okay, sorry. I don't know why I said that. They give it a 20. Do you still speak to Owen Benjamin? Your old streams together were so good. No, I haven't spoken to him in a while. I want to do more stuff with Owen Benjamin, to be honest with you, but I think he attacks Nick too much. I know that they have their own thing, and I don't want Owen to start attacking me, but it's just, yeah, I want to do more streams with them, but it's, you know, it's a little excessive, no? It's a little excessive. Epstein produced music. Did he? I'm on an island. Niggas is wildin'. Niggas is trying. I'm on an island. I'm on an island. He went to the... blah, blah, blah. Oh, I want to react to this video. This is going to be great. Apparently, Jay-Z was doing child safaris. It's like, you know that... basically, it's like Squid Game or Hunger Games that the rich people set up these, which has been confirmed to happen. They did this during the Bosnian War. Shout out to my Bosnians. Steima in the chat for my Bosnians. My fucking hair is pissing me off, bro. Shout out to the Bosnians in the chat. Serbians were allowing rich people to come and snipe Bosnians in the street in Sarajevo for a certain amount of money. Can you believe that? Steima. Kako seats, all my Bosnians. So yeah, this Hunger Games stuff for rich people has been exposed already. Absolutely wild that Nick Fuentes is playing defense for Epstein, downplaying the Epstein files and basically using the glowy mainstream media rhetoric that have been used. What is he talking about? Nick is saying on Telegram, can you guys read this? Is it big enough? Crazy how out of literally 3 million Epstein files, the conspirators can't find even one smoking gun that is actually real. I've seen more fake evidence than real evidence at this point. The AI-generated image of a girl tied up, the ball scanning error. Okay. There's been a lot of damning evidence too. He's listing all. It's similar. I don't want to, you know, we love Nick and everything, but this is like exactly what Ben Shapiro's doing. Yesterday we reacted to Ben Shapiro, and he spent all the time debunking what they found out instead of pointing out what was revealed from 3 million files, right? The emails from Elon Musk, the emails from Trump, the New York Times connection, him saying that he represents the Rothschild, the FBI posting a document saying that they knew that he worked for Mossad, the connections allegedly, in my opinion, that Dershowitz had to Mossad. Robert Maxwell pointing out, or Epstein pointing out that Robert Maxwell was trying to extort Mossad for 400 million shekels, and then he ended up passed away, allegedly in my opinion. Ben Shapiro spent his whole show yesterday just saying, this is not true, and that's not true, and this is not true, and that's... Let's talk about what is, though. Why use your whole platform to debunk rather than point out what's real? It goes on and on. None of this stuff is ever corrected or taken down either. What the Epstein files reveals that the upper echelon of government is financed very Jewish. Okay? Bro, this is a lot. It's a lot, man. All of this started with Charlie Kirk. People went hard on the rabbit hole. Their theories debunked. Now we have 3 million files. It's disturbing. Holy moly, bro. I don't know. I mean, I don't know why. Look. Yeah. I just don't think that's worth being that passionate about. Okay, we'll get into the porker cost later. I'll get a porker cost after. Okay, here's Dan Bongino. Let's see how Dan Bongino... Yeah, this is the type of stuff that I want to cover. Former FBI deputy director for 1 year, and then he came back.
Finally, there's a third class of people. The third class of people after October 7th went crazy. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how many times I have to tell you this. I stand fully, completely, and strongly against anti-Semitic bullshit.
Okay, why is that? Do you think that he actually cares, that he's really righteous? Do you think he's going to put the blue Post-it note like that Robert Kraft ad we saw yesterday? Hey, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. We stand with you. Us blacks, us niggas, we stand with the Jews. Us niggas are with you Jews. Us niggas and Jews are going to stand together to fight against the white man. I know I'm a nigga. I know I'm a nigga, but you're a Jew. Like this one from yesterday. Remember this ad? Bro, this is Dan Bongino. Did you see this yet? This is Dan Bongino to the Epstein list. Here.
Do not listen to that.
Is that Adin and cuff him? Yeah.
I don't know how many times I got to tell you this. It's amazing how many people think it's like the current thing to say like they hate the Jews or something. Really? You believe that? You realize
Andrew Tate is using the exact same rhetoric, and Tristan Tate.
Is where that's led throughout human history, absent the immorality of it. Now, you may say, oh, gosh, Dan, I can't.
I know, it's just 1948. It's like, okay, let's stop. Anti-Semitism is bad, which is, I mean, they're not even really Semitic. Let's give Jews their homeland, right? 1948. Look what Israel has done since 1948, right? Jews have been expelled from so many different countries. Okay, they're going to have Israel. How's that gone? How's that gone? It's going good? Going good or bad? Okay, it's not even been 100 years since they've had their land. How's that working out?
Believe that that's actually happening. Really? I promise you, go look at the Twitter. The botting that does happen, and again, it's not all botting. The botting that does
Wow, he's doing the same coping as Andrew Tate, too. Andrew Tate, how do you feel like you sound exactly like this guy? It's these anti-Semitic bots. My tech teams in Israel are on it. It's Indian bots.
Happen is very well organized. It is totally synthetic. It is all anti-Jewish nonsense. Read the comments. It's from like, I hate the Jews 101 and stuff. Just look at it. You can see it. It's so clearly fake. But it's an organized movement of people, and it's not a very large group of people, who've learned to amplify so...
Organized? It's a bunch of schizos, gooners, and fucking trolls on the internet. Do you think we're having meetings and shit? You work for the fucking FBI and didn't release the Epstein files. The people that are making anti-Semitic... It's just people on the internet who are just looking at the information that's in front of them.
Social media to attack anyone in the administration or outside who doesn't go and attack the Jews. 100%. Look and just read the comments. Don't take my word for it. Just go and look. Go look. You'll see it. It's everywhere. They all have the same goal. It is to dismantle this movement, take it apart from the inside, cause disruption, pick up the pieces, and rebuild it into something far different than a movement that actually conserves liberty. They all have the same goal. Libs, the anti-Jew crowd, and the Doomers. The exact same goal. Once you see it, you'll never unsee it.
Anybody who still listens to this show, after he left Rumble to become deputy director of the FBI, not release any Epstein files, leave, go back to podcasting as a former Fed with now Fed connections, and you're still going to listen to him? Yeah, he's a truth-telling American. You deserve to be called a goy. You deserve to be the goyim that you are.
Look at the people sending out the messages. Look at who they associate with. Just listen to it. Just read the comments. They don't even hide it.
Oh, comments! I thought you were the big tough guy. Yeah, my fucking Black Rifle coffee and my beard. Woo, MAGA. Shut up. Comments, getting you rattled. We're winning the information war, though, for now. We are winning. This was spotted in Tel Aviv. Who does this look like? Kind of looks like Bigfoot a little bit, but does this look like someone you know? No, not Santa Claus. Look closer. Similar head structure. And if I were going to go undercover after not killing myself in a prison cell when the camera's accidentally turned
Salam
off.
alaikum, Jew Muslim, revert again. Don't spare the jokes. I'm a proud traitor and proud of you, Allahu Akbar. F the haters, F is no trial stole thatch GLM.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. No, it's not Cheezer. Jew Claus. Really? That's not even funny. It's like not even creative. There's a new SD Kid song. I saw this. What's going on?
I would never have done this, or even a week ago, 2 weeks ago. Oh my! What's happened to my hair? What the fuck's happened to my hair?
Man, just shave it, bro. Just shave it off.
Oh my fucking god! I am balding. I'm actually balding, bruv.
I don't think this is one of the things that go to code. Thank you for the 2 subs. That we should. Man, it's just that's a tragedy, bro. Like fat people, I think it's valuable to make fun of because you could change that. This you can't change. You know, you have to take hormones or turkey to change. It's not really in your control.
Oh, I'm actually balding. I'm genuinely fucking balding. What the fuck? Oh my! No! No!
Man.
No! Oh my god, Jesus! Why are you doing this to me? I'm 24. I would never have.
Yeah, I think just shave it. I don't know. What would you guys do? What would you guys do? Just shave it off? I know what it's like, bro. All 2025 niggas was calling me bald. Niggas because I kept shaving my head. I kept shaving my head. Hair transplant? Would you looks max? Are you looks maxing? Or are you just going to go? I would probably just go bald, bro. I don't want to take finasteride like Hassan Piker. I'm not trying to take like hormones for that shit. I don't want to take anything, bro. I'd rather just go bald. I wonder what the cause is, though. Here's Kamala Harris.
Madam Vice President, what's going on with Kamala HQ?
Well, I'm so glad you asked. I have good news.
Why are they still calling her Madam Vice President?
So Kamala HQ is turning into headquarters, and it's where you can go.
She kind of, no, not really.
Online to get basically the latest of what's going on, and also to meet and revisit with some of our great, courageous leaders, be they elected leaders, community leaders, civic leaders, faith leaders, young leaders. I'm really excited about it. So stay engaged, and I'll see you out there. Thank you.
All right, TikTokers. Okay, glad she looks at least a little bit normal. You know, I don't really get lizard vibes from her as I do from other people. I don't know, maybe I'm being
The only guy that could have a.
I don't care. Okay, we'll see this later. Okay, here's porker cost real quick. Fearbuck. SNEAKO accidentally ate pork on stream. Like, out of all the clips, we love Fearbuck. We love Fearbuck. But, like, out of everything you could post from my stream, was this the most interesting moment? I've been putting in 8-hour streams every day. This is what, like me eating pork by accident. Not even eating it. I spit it out. Who else? Like, these people, Muslim niggas will do every sin in the book, but let it be some pork. Like, accidentally, he drinks and eats pork. He only said the shihada, you didn't spell this right, because he wanted to bash Jews and hit on Muslim women. All of these people are low IQ degenerates. I guarantee you this guy's Jewish. I guarantee you this guy's Jewish. Look at his profile. Yeah, okay, let me see. Max Nordau, let's see. Let's see. You're not supposed to eat pork too, Jew. Yeah. This guy, the nickeling. This is what this guy like. Oh, he was taking money from the fucking Muslims. All right. He's got these video games. Is this like what is this, like a millennial? I really don't care. I don't care. I'm not even gonna farm a clip. I don't. What is there to say? Just look at, devout Muslim SNEAKO eats pork on stream by accident. Really, Academics TV? Out of everything? Devout Muslim. This nigga was just doing cocaine in Miami nightclub with Cloud like a month ago. What are you talking about? You know that shit was good. Nah, bruh. He was going in on the... This is not a blunt. I'm smoking a cigarello here, idiot. These are 2 cigarillos. Dude drinks and gambles. Literally, wallahi, these are. Do you guys remember the stream? Even Neon, he smoked a little bit of cigarillo. It's not a blunt. Dude drinks and gambles and has sexual relation before marriage or draws a line at ribs. Bro, like, why are people mad that I'm trying? Like, why is that? It's so. Yeah, I'm sure it's accidental. You idiots would believe anything. Just eat it, you fucking pussy. Do you think anyone's scared of pork? Like, why is this so triggering to people? I can't believe. I literally am. SNEAKO accidentally eats pork on stream. 1 million views. 1 million views. There's a YouTube short about it. Let me see. Oh, it's not. Yep. Even my friend saw this yesterday and sent it to me. One on Instagram. He is performative. It's all an act for money. You stupid idiot. You specifically, you're a stupid, dumb idiot, and I hope you see this stupid idiot. If this was all for money, then I would take an 8-figure gambling deal. Are you dumb? Who am I getting paid by? Point it out right now. People just say this talking point that I'm getting paid by Muslim. What Muslim is paying me? Saudi? Who? Qatar? Show me some evidence. Show me any grain of salt evidence that I'm getting paid by a foreign agency, that I'm getting paid by a foreign country. Show me. One, besides Tommy Robinson saying I'm getting contracts from Saudi Arabia. I'm effing? Or can you guys see? I got banned? What happened? What happened? Are we good? Why are you calling me? Stop calling me. Don't talk to me. Who's calling me? What the fuck is going on? What is going on right now? I'm getting trolled? The Matrix has attacked me. Okay, we're good? All right. Is pork allowed in Minecraft? Yes, it is, bro. It's fucking Minecraft. Kick is offline. Oh, but YouTube's fine? Oh, we're fine. Was it the tech teams in Israel? Okay, we're good. Anyway. So cringe. Oh, I can't eat pork for absolutely no reason. Well, it's disgusting. Muslims are so cringe. Are you Christian, this stupid idiot? This is what I'm saying. So many of these people like claim to worship God. Yeah, with God. He's probably Christian. So if Muslims are so cringe because I'm not eating pork and you're a Christian, right? You stupid idiot. Jesus didn't eat pork. How many times do I have to say that? Do they know anything? Do they know anything about the religion? Jesus didn't eat pork. If you're going to call me cringe for not eating pork, you're calling God cringe. You worship somebody who didn't eat pork, so why would you eat it? This is the stupidest rhetoric I'm seeing from literally all of Twitter. So many of these, why don't you just eat the pork? God, in your view, didn't eat pork, but you eat it. Respectfully, shut your stupid goy mouth and focus your rhetoric on something else because you don't know what you're talking about at all. The tech teams in Israel really EMP'd my stream. So many people on Kick left. Cortisol maxing. But this is like the dumbest shit. Got him. Like, why are they bragging about this? John Pork is calling. Just let it go. It's over. Accidentally. Fakest shit I've seen. 1.8K likes. Oh, he's fucking fake. He really does eat pork off stream. Secretly off stream, he's eating pork. Anyway. We're not lagging at all, are we? We're good? Fuck, bro. Like, a bunch of people on Kick left. You guys have short attention spans. Anyway, who cares? Fake fans anyway. Fake supporters. One more. Do people finally realize he's only Muslim for clicks? Not actually because he believes it? Seething. But when there's an alleged cheating scandal, when married people are allegedly cheating on each other, and I like Elijah and Sarah, but you see like they give them grace. They're like, everyone's imperfect. Everyone has their own sins. Everyone... I take a bite of pork and accidentally, he's a fucking fake Muslim. Anyway, I'll move on from this now. It's just so... I'll move on from this. What was this one?
I don't agree sometimes with the way they go about things, but Obama had mass deport. Obama deported the fuck out of people. Like
Obama had mass deportations. Yeah, Obama was anti-deportation. Bro, it's just funny that I see these Kick streamers. They're like, let's not invite SNEAKO. He's just gonna talk about politics. And I see these clips pop up. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
It's just like every president has had some type of.
I thought it was the Quilly politics guy. I thought I was obsessed with politics. Like that's what Couple always says. Facts. Oh, you want to talk about red pill politics? Facts. You're cringe and Quilly and politics.
Deporting to some extent. If you look back at history.
Add to another hate list, Adin Ross. You got Black City, you know, now you finna have all the Mexicans in LA. Like, great, you
I mean, I think you guys.
Mexicans love Adin.
I think you guys know I'm right though, right? Like, do you guys feel that you should just come here legally?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's see your illegal immigration discussion with Kickstream. Like, then this is what I'm saying. It's like a lose-lose situation with a lot of these collabs. You know, I love the guys, but I talk about politics. Oh, you're fucking red pill. And then I do like the like, what am I? You know, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do?
No.
Yo, dude,
you brought it up to me.
Yes. No, I'm seeing it.
No.
Yes.
You don't think so?
Yes, I do, Adin. Yes.
Well, that's my take. I mean, like, come on.
Like my parents came here legally.
Exactly. If you go to school or you...
They did. Stop being weird, Coffee.
Back in Bosnia then.
You know what's a fun fact? She actually can't come to America.
I know, because Trump grabbed her by the neck and said, get the fuck on, thought.
Right. You call my grandma a thought gang. Here we go with this shit.
But since she don't want to be weird, chat, listen. I got a definite talk to my chat. Well, right. Chat,
they feel dumber than you? I don't know. Maybe, see, you know what? I think you can talk about politics. The issue is, it's when you talk about politics that they can't talk about, then they get upset. Not them. This is all people. It's like everyone's okay discussing stuff, and that's why they say you shouldn't talk about religion and politics with your friends because some people don't understand it. Everyone's comfortable talking about like, oh, transgenderism or like two genders or ICE and stuff. But when it gets to the part where it's like literally brand risky, when it's a brand risk discussion, or they don't know the subject, or it's like uncomfortable because then it's like, okay, you're talking about politics too much. That's what I think the real issue is. And that's okay. I understand that. You know, what I'm talking about now is, you know, I don't see a lot of people doing it.
Listen, bro. Listen. I don't like the way sometimes that people, like these videos, I don't fuck with that shit. But if you come to America illegally, it's illegal. You know, and again, it's not political. It is. I don't know why the fuck he did that. He tried to corner me, but that's just how I feel. That's my take. Look, it doesn't mean I hate everybody. You know, it doesn't mean that at all. But I just think that, like, ICE can be trained better, in my opinion. Like, I feel like that people sometimes they react retardedly. They don't have to react like that, right?
It's like both. What do they do? Like he's talking about ICE and Cheezer's muting, and Couple's going. Yeah, I think ICE should be trained better.
But it is what it is. That's what I believe in.
They're both muting and talking to their chat because they don't give a fuck. That's the thing, though. Like Adin is a smart guy. He wants to talk about important issues in politics, but he's like stuck in the middle with you.
I'm an American,
bro. They're not
but
listening.
what Billie Eilish said was really retarded. If you want my take.
If you want my take, okay. That's what I'm saying. I think that narrative. We got to stop saying that I'm a Quilly politics guy. I think that the bit rate's too high. Give me literally don't leave and get rid of, I have to change a setting in the OBS. Give me literally 10 seconds. If you start pooping and farting and crying, I'm gonna, bro, come on. Can you give me 10 seconds just to fix something? Okay? 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Yes? Real quick.
All right, chat. We're in W, Italy. Time to eat some lasagna. Just it's about turkey, and it's super cringe, dude. They have all these Muslims walking around and they talk about, but dude, it's just super cringe. I just want to kiss a dude, but Arab, I want to kiss you, but as friends because I'm secure with my masculinity. So if we just kiss me, just get. But it's super cringe that you're looking at it. It's not that weird. I don't.
Tell me we're back. Are we back? Are we good? Did everybody cry? We're fine. Fuck you, I'm leaving. Oh my God, bro, relax. Kick chat's so annoying, bro. You just want tap dancers nonstop. Anyway, moving on from this, I'll quickly go through the com real quick. And now let's go watch Top G Uncensored. I'm really looking forward to this video. How long have I been live? I can't see because it reset. Anyway, who cares? Let's go see. There's like one thing I thought was funny in the com. This one right here. Come on, load, Twitter. Damn, bro, what's Masad doing today? I think it was this page. Oh, yeah. Goko's doing well. Make sure to follow him. Oh, this was so funny, bro. This was so... If you guys watched the kick stream yesterday. What else?
The rest of your life. Bro, let's look at these files. I hate... Bro, when I was scrolling through this shit, I was like, is this real? See, what is this? So this is Jeffrey Epstein's email, like his actual email.
Bro. The whole entire city. Looks like lean. Of course they use a purple to be lean, the racist fucks. Check Philly. Phil.
Okay, what? Click filters, what? Who made this site? Where do I go? Oh God, this site's made to avoid black people.
Oh God, it's just like Nia. Oh God.
Oh God.
Not listen to that.
Is that Adin and Cuffham?
Thank you, man.
Guys, it's me and Cuffham.
He's stealing my jokes. Nah, he was watching the stream, chat. He was watching the stream. Holy fuck. Did you steal everything from the goy? Not only that, after this, Cheezer got fucking ISO'd for me. We're supposed to do a Minecraft segment. And then Cheezer bailed to be a good goy. Crazy, right? Come on, like, I want Cheezer to do the stream tonight. I texted him, but we'll see. Really, bro? Everything? I can't even have a fucking joke without you people It could be a coincidence, to be honest with you. Probably just a coincidence that every segment was the same 5 hours after I did it. Okay, time for Top G Uncensored. Top G Uncensored. Let's see. I've got tech teams in Israel.
You said I miss human...
I miss human trafficking with my tech teams in Israel. So again, to give you context, I was supposed to appear on the Piers Morgan show, but his hip died in a holly, and he was in the hospital. He wasn't in the hospital. He was in hospital. I don't know why they talk like that. And then he flaked. And then I started pressing him, and I tweeted a picture with him and Ghislaine Maxwell, and he threatened to Jew me, sue me. I've been going back and forth nonstop. He's been tweeting. Not only that, Top Goy blocked me, and Piers blocked me. And they keep tweeting about me. So his plan B, his replacement, was instead of getting the Top G on the show, he got Top Goy to come and talk about it. And this is coming after Andrew Tate went on an entire apology tour across America crying about a song. SNEAKO did it. I'm not saying that I played the song. It was bad. It was inappropriate. I apologize for offending anyone. SNEAKO did it. I'm not trying to throw anybody under the bus, but it was SNEAKO. And Tristan Tate. It's been embarrassing. They were on that Mark Shapiro podcast too. I got tech teams in Israel. I got an Israeli girlfriend. Horrific. They're going on the Steiny show, and even Steiny's looking at him like, you're doing damage control. The first thing out of Steiny's mouth. W Steiny for that, bro, for being honest about that. Steiny stood on fucking business right there. He told Andrew Tate right to his fucking face, you're just using me because I'm Jewish as damage control. He's like, no, I'm going to walk off. I'm absolutely and utterly pissed you would say that. And so now, my two sons are linking up after blocking me and glazing Epstein to cry about a song. And they're talking about everything that I'm talking about. So it's going to be really interesting to cover. That, you know, I have been covering a lot of this stuff, but this one, you kind of have, bro. Like, I have to. Thank you for the 10. For Muslims, do you ever feel bad getting called, I can't say the word because Super Chat goy? Then just remember they are, okay, dude, you're a big yap. Thank you for the 10. Appreciate it. No, just say, we're saying non-goys now. That's our new word, non-goy. All right, let's see. Piers Morgan Censored.
You said I miss human trafficking. Why did you delete it?
It was just deleted by my PR team as I slept. These gotcha moments are 5 or 6 years out of date. Let's be professionals, Piers. Why was the DJ unwittingly, he was unaware of what the song was?
Oh, no, so now, see, Top Goy is saying it's the DJ, but on PBD and the rest of the apology tour, he was saying it was me. No, you can't change the narrative now because everybody's switching up on you, because everybody realizes you're a fraud, because everybody sees that you're not actually a man who takes accountability. Don't go on Piers Morgan now, try to pick sides, and change what you did on this whole tour. That's not how this is going to work. Sorry about it. Nope. That's not what you're going to do. Now that it's unpopular to have that opinion, throw me under the bus, you are not going to switch up like that.
For me to teach you how to answer questions in interviews is to say that you find what's in the Epstein files utterly disgusting, and celebrating the song Heil Hitler is also disgusting and reprehensible, and if you'd said that, I could respect it.
There's pictures of you with certain members of Epstein's circle.
Well, no, but I'm happy to talk about that.
Also, where did Top Goy even get that picture from? It's funny that he's saying, oh, you were pictured with Ghislaine Maxwell. Yeah, you saw that because I tweeted at Piers and then he threatened to sue me. And then you replied and said, imagine getting punked by Piers. So you threw me under the bus there again. while also now taking credit for something that I publicized that got 15 million views on Twitter. You really stole that shit, but you're not going to go and try to switch up now. Don't try to go and regain that aura that you lost. It's not going to work like that. Keep begging me for that fight. Keep begging me for that fight. Good goy. Good goy.
You fool. I'm just going to say I didn't do it. I'm just going to say that I didn't play the song. I don't find the song funny. I didn't think it was appropriate to do.
You got to sacrifice that title. This retarded. This is not funny. This is horrible. Guess you're not Top G anymore. Stole that shit. I'm Top G, nigga. I talk facts.
Tristan told me that SNEAKO played the song.
He was calling out a couple things. SNEAKO does loads of clips insulting me all the time.
Let's work out this issue a little bit.
There's no issue.
They smile in my face is what I don't like. They steal your whole sound, that's a sound bite. The media crucify me like they did Christ.
I'm not fucking sorry for listening to a song. It's a fucking song.
A girl will run her mouth only out of spite, but I never.
The Jeffrey Epstein saga is undoubtedly one of the biggest scandals in modern history. Many VIP men are now being humbled.
Piers Morgan 3 days ago, a reminder, he insinuated, allegedly in my opinion, that Jeffrey Epstein was working for Russia. Is it possible that Epstein had Russian connections? And so maybe people are going to say he doesn't know better, but he was pictured at a party with Ghislaine Maxwell, which I publicized. All right? He knows. He knows. Allegedly, in my opinion.
By lurid details about their relationship with a convicted sex offender and claims about their own behaviour with his victims. Too few have faced real consequences yet, but the public's in no mood to draw a line and move on. The view that he was an intelligence asset for a foreign government has moved firmly from the realm of conspiracy to mainstream thinking. A reasonable person might think that Andrew Tate is the last person to be moralising on all this. He's fought damning allegations.
As soon as the Epstein files release, let's remember this. Hold everybody accountable for what they said, what they believed. Andrew Tate tweeted, "I miss human trafficking." Can you believe that? Then he deletes it. As he does, tries to change the narrative, just saying whatever he thinks is going to be popular. He deletes the tweet. 2 days later, he tweets, allegedly in my opinion, I don't know if it was 2 days later exactly, they are trying to sue me. He says, Epstein's a winner. Epstein is a measurement of success. You broke! Epstein, he did it. He's going to be remembered for memes. He's going to be immortalized in the internet for memes. Yeah, for trafficking children. For operating a blackmail ring for Israel. Is this anything that you should encourage people about? I'm the one inspiring the youth, inspiring men of our generation. You're inspiring men to be like Epstein, you fucking fraud? How the This is career-ending rhetoric. He also deleted that tweet. Thank you for the dono from Qatar. Said SNEAKO, just want to say big respect for what you're doing, man. Love from Qatar. This loser is an Emirate pawn. He's broke. Now they're going to say I'm taking money from Qatar. Thanks a lot, bro. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. SNEAKO was getting funded by Qatar. SNEAKO, do you think we should stop following Andrew Tate despite he threw you under the bus? He got some good motivational speech and good business advice. What business advice? Buy his crypto coin? What's the business advice? Speed, attack. Be like Epstein. Like, what's the fucking... You could follow whoever you want to follow. I don't care. I'm just saying the guy's very clearly not a man of his word and is afraid of his song. If you think that's a man of masculinity who's like a leader of men, I don't know what to tell you. If you still think after all this that he's the guy leading men out of the Matrix, I don't know what to tell you. He apologized over a song. Last year, Andrew Tate said, the only reason that they tried to put me in jail is because they wanted me to say sorry. And if I said sorry, I would let down all the young men because they would have won. 1 year later on PBD, I'm sorry for the song. I didn't want to offend anybody. So make your own decision.
Allegations about his own conduct with women in multiple countries for several years. And that, he says, is precisely the problem.
For the last 4 years, the media all around the world has accused me of sexual crimes. On repeat, over and over, every single day. And now that the Epstein files are out, they're running cover, saying that being found in the Epstein files doesn't mean you did anything wrong. Let me ask you a question. If I was in the Epstein files, Andrew Tate, do you have any idea, the media frenzy, do you have any idea how they would attack me? They would accuse me of things I've done wrong. They would say that there's no smoke without fire, that I'm definitely guilty, that I deserve more prosecution, more house arrest. I was locked in my house for 4 years without being convicted.
Was it 4? I thought it was 3. They change it all the time. I thought he was in jail for 3 months and then he was on house arrest for 3, right?
I've been to court in 3 countries, and not a single court on the planet can convict me of any sexual crimes at all. Yet the media still convince everyone at home and still endlessly print that I'm a bad person while running cover for the people who are in the Epstein files.
I got tech teams in Israel. I have an Israeli girlfriend. They could pull the plug on my business at any moment.
Well, Andrew Tate rejoins me on Uncensored now. Andrew,
no, censored. Change the name of your show. Stole that. Nope. Calling for people to get banned, allegedly, in my opinion. Crying about words. You're not uncensored.
Back to Uncensored.
Thank you very much. I hope you're recovering well, sir.
Yeah, slowly but surely. Thank you. So it's an interesting point you raise. You know, I'm not going to relitigate in this interview the outstanding criminal and civil actions that you're facing, other than to repeat what I always say when I interview you, which is, as we sit here, you've not been convicted of any crime. And I do think the process that you've gone through has seemed ridiculously long. And
that exchange was, I'll cover up for you a little bit if you cover up for me a little bit so we can make content. I'm not going to fight dirty if you don't fight dirty. It's a mutual agreement. I won't call you out for the human trafficking, and I won't call you out for that, for everything else.
And doesn't serve anybody. So let's just put that to one side for the benefit of this debate. Because I do think you raise an interesting point about the experience you've had and the experience that we are seeing with people in the Epstein files.
Yeah, it's not only ridiculously long, Piers, it's actually ridiculously harsh. My brother and I have gone to jail. We've been reputationally slandered. We had a company that turned over $150 million a year, which is...
That's run by Israelis. That's literally run by Israelis.
It's been economically decimated, and we have been trialed by media endlessly while members of parliament stand up and say that we're the most dangerous people on the planet because we're committing sex crimes, when, of course, no court anywhere in all of the countries which I've been investigated under has managed to convict us of any crime. At the same time they are doing this, at the same time we have members of parliament standing up and saying my brother and I are dangerous, they are sitting on information, sitting on clear evidence of a link between members of the elite inside of Western governments and a convicted pedophile. And to me, it seems absolutely ridiculous that they're
white out. She's Israeli. That's a very different. I just told you I'm dating an Israeli girl white out.
Going to come along and accuse 2 young brothers, 2 guys from a council estate in Luton who have never been convicted, and say that we're the enemy and talk about us in question time while ignoring information they've had for over a decade linking senior members of British government directly to a convicted pedophile. And I think anybody with a brain at home understands this reeks of monumental corruption.
Well, I certainly think, you know, I've drawn a line on the Epstein scandal in terms of plausible deniability for people in public life, because so many people, public figures, have been connected with him.
You. Allegedly, in my opinion. He's talking about himself. Bro, just say me, bro. Who?
There is a qualitative difference
Plausible
to me
deniability
between the people who disowned him after his conviction in 2009 for being a paedophile who abused an underage girl, and for those who then stayed in contact with him. And many of the people we're seeing toppling like dominoes, whether it's Andrew Mountbatten-Windsor, Lord Mandelson and others, are people who emphatically denied staying in contact with him. And now we see from the files that that is actually a lie, and they continue consorting with him for many years afterwards. Do you see that distinction? In other words, take your situation. If you were to be convicted of what are some very serious offences that you've been charged with, if you were to be convicted, and it's hypothetical, I accept that, and you must go through fair due process, and it should happen faster than it's happening. I've said that. But if you were to be convicted, you know, would you think it's fair and reasonable of people in that eventuality to say, I want nothing more to do with Andrew Tate, and to be judged accordingly? And conversely, if people decided to carry on, you know, being your friend and doing business with you, whatever it may be, they should be judged accordingly too.
I've got tech teams.
Yeah, that's a fantastic question. And you've also been very fair to me. I have to give you credit. for repeatedly pointing out that I've not been convicted and that you believe in the rule of law and we should wait for a conviction. The problem here we have is that we see all of our democratic institutions are absolutely corrupt.
Absolutely and
How can Peter
utterly.
Mandelson be promoted to the most important political position that perhaps exists inside of the UK government, which is ambassador to the United States of America, when he has such clear links to a convicted pedophile? Why was he promoted? Is it because of his clear links to a convicted pedophile, which is a whole another question?
So then why did you say that that he's a winner?
Now you're asking me, do I trust the UK courts? Do I trust the systems which are hiding information that they have on pedophiles, which are clearly protecting powerful people, which are clearly engaged in a two-tier policing structure?
Trump is. I mean, who is not ever condemned. Trump is saying, if you want the Epstein files released, he doesn't want your support. Based off of Trump's own words, Tate should disavow Trump. Trump doesn't want your support, Andrew. He said on Truth Social, word for word, allegedly in my opinion, if you still want the Epstein files released, I don't want your support. Remember that.
Do I now trust them to give me a fair trial? The whole point of democracy is transparency. The whole point is rule of law. And if they're applying rule of law to some people and completely ignoring it for elites, you now have to ask yourself a question. Are the courts fair and is the system fair at all? Please understand, my brother and I have gone through the most heinous trial by media that has happened in modern times. As I've said, we've already been punished more than most sex offenders are ever punished at all. We were locked up for a total of 4 years. We lost our business. Our bank accounts were frozen. We were unable to travel. We couldn't see our children. I missed medical appointments. Many bad things have happened. My mother had a heart attack and I couldn't be there. These people, where they had serious, credible, concrete evidence, haven't even been investigated. And
one of the funniest narratives that they're trying to push right now is saying, like, they'll get their clippers to be like, the Tates were not on the Epstein files, and showing like aura pictures of them. It's like, yeah, you guys were broke and like 20 years old doing you were running your cam girl business in Romania. Why would you have been you were like 22 years old. People didn't know who you were. The Tates were not implicated on the. Okay, is that an accomplishment? Who thought that you would be? If what they're saying allegedly that Elon Musk was begging to go, why would they have ever even been involved? They really think that the audience is stupid if they could switch up that much.
These are the people who are in charge of the government. So Piers, as a logical person, to answer your question, can I trust anything the British government does when they're clearly running cover for people that they have serious evidence on, while endlessly attacking me and mentioning my name in the media and mentioning my name in question time when they don't even have any evidence on me and they've struggled to find a conviction for the last 5 solid years? To me, that reeks of governmental corruption.
And again, he kept saying too, when we were speaking at that party, and since then he's saying like, why are people criticizing Elon? Elon, he got on people unbanned on X. Yeah, he got me unbanned on X too. I was part of that whole cancel culture. Elon brought me back. But at the same time, there are emails in the Epstein files, allegedly in my opinion, where Elon Musk is saying, I want to go to the craziest party. He's like jumping up and down with the shirt flapping up, and then he's like on the pole, on the SpaceX phallic pole. I want to go to the craziest one. There's like, what, at least 15 emails back and forth. And Tate's like, why are people criticizing Elon? Well, what, you want us to look away from this?
Well, I think it's a perfectly reasonable question if I'm in your shoes. Yeah, because you've not been convicted of any crime. The interesting thing about Mandelson is you have the British Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer, today admitting in Prime Minister's questions that he did know, because of the vetting process, that Mandelson had continued in a friendly relationship with Epstein that was ongoing, and despite that, he still appointed him as one of the most powerful people in his government as the UK ambassador to the United States. And that, I think, is going to be was going to be very damaging for Starmer, because that's the first admission that he knew that Mandelson and Epstein had continued being friends up to the point, well, we don't know to what final point, but certainly right up to near to when he died. So there you've got somebody in Mandelson's case who twice had to resign from governments in disgrace. Over
whoever did the lighting for this is like, why do they make it look like Tate is going to tell a horror story at night? He's like, it looks like they're putting a flashlight on his face and he's telling spooky witch stories. The lighting sucks, bro.
Various financial skullduggery, and then you have him supporting and staying friendly with a convicted paedophile, and the British Prime Minister knowing they had stayed in touch and it was an ongoing friendship, and still making him the ambassador. I find that crazy.
Well, the optimistic view is the one you've just taken, that he got his position despite the fact he was linked to an international pedophile ring. Of course, the more realistic view is that he got his position because he was linked to an international pedophile ring. And I think a lot of people are waking up now to the absolute rot which exists inside of these democratic countries that we're supposed to believe in. We're supposed to believe in fair elections, a rule of law, and transparency. And it's becoming clear to everybody at home that they have been lied to, that the rule of law doesn't apply. Two-tier policing is clearly taking place depending on your social status. If you're a young man from Luton, they'll trial you by media and throw you in jail and take all of your money without credible accusation. But if you're a lord, perhaps, they can sit for over a decade on credible evidence of you spending time with a pedophile on a secret island and refusing to even investigate you, let alone
why the fuck would you go to that island? Allegedly.
Slander you in the media, let alone. And I think this just shows how rotten our democratic systems have become and how much change needs to take place for anybody to believe in any of the rule of law again. I, after the Epstein file release, have even less faith in the British judicial system, the British courts, or the British police. Because for me, they're going to contact everyone I've ever known. They're going to go through my phones, cameras, laptops, arrest me 5 times, arrest the mothers of my children, arrest my mom, raid houses, and struggle to find a single shred of evidence that allows them to convict me. However, when they have piles and piles of data of credible evidence that crimes have taken place against other people of a different social status than I, they are going to sit there completely protected by the state. So it shows that these democracies that we live within are completely corrupted from head to toe. And without a rule of law, then what is a democracy?
Bro, mods are like, there was some guy spamming in the chat that he's not afraid to end my life right now, and like the mods aren't even deleting it.
You all know the story of Camelot, the Round Table, the Knights.
Ain't no way, bro.
What you don't know is
me mommy died in the holly, but wait a second and download this app used by my tech teams in Israel.
Close it all came
Israel.
never existing. The Pendragon cycle, Rise of the Merlin,
What the hell?
tells that story. Before the legend, Britain was at war.
He's doing
Old
it.
Magic.
This is a Daily Wire ad? No, bro. Of course. Oh, it makes sense why, allegedly, in my opinion, he started blaming Russia and saying that Epstein worked for Russia. Because Daily Wire, Matt Walsh, Ben Shapiro, all these guys are also saying, these conspiracies are not true. The Epstein files don't exist. Allegedly, in my opinion, from Ben Shapiro. They're not even real. It's all hearsay.
Kings, nothing in balance. And at the center of it all was Merlin, not the wizard.
Oh, God, bro. No one's playing this shit game.
Well, it's why I feel so strongly about Mandelson, because I've known him 30 years. I knew him as one of the architects of New Labour in the mid-90s. And the thing about Mandelson, he was always drawn to money and rich, famous, powerful people. That was his massive Achilles heel. But in terms of him now, the stuff that's coming out, and is still coming out, but what we now know is that he was the business secretary in our government and was trading and passing on top secret information that was financially incredibly sensitive to Epstein, a convicted pedophile, multi-millionaire US financier. God knows what Epstein then...
For who? For who? Who did he work for?
Did with that with his financial friends. Did he trade? Did he make more millions? Quite likely, we don't know. I'm sure that will all unravel. But he was doing this, which is an act of absolute treachery. And I saw Starmer in the House of Commons today, really going after Mandelson. I'm like, well, that ship has sailed. You knew what you were dealing with here. This guy had twice had to resign.
All right, so right now they're bonding over UK politics, but like, again, what was it, a month ago? Tate's like, we need to invade Venezuela. We need to go and take Greenland. Us Americans, we're going to go take over the Greenlandics. We're going to go to Chile, Cuba. They're all Mexican. We're going to take over the whole world as Americans. Now with Piers Morgan, I run the Bruv Party. Prime Minister Starmer, UK. Like, you can't be a nationalist of two countries, bro.
From government. You knew he carried on seeing a convicted paedophile, perhaps right up to Epstein's death. And notwithstanding that, and notwithstanding you didn't know the nature of what they were doing in this ongoing friendship, you take this massive punt of putting him on the global stage again. And that's why, Mandelson, to me, he is facing criminal prosecution and very likely a lengthy prison sentence. It's hard to think, actually, of a more obvious case, a more prima facie case of corruption in public office than what he did. He sold this country down the river, giving secrets to a convicted paedophile in America.
On YouTube featured.
And here's the real interesting question, sir, because it clearly is high treason. The interesting questions are, firstly, how did Jeffrey Epstein get so rich? Because nobody can seem to answer that question.
Yeah, I can right now, dummy. He was financed by Les Wexner and Leon Black. These are both rich Zionists. Les Wexner in Ohio, multi-billionaire. And this is way before the files. Everybody knows where Epstein got his money from.
I sit here and wonder, while our elites of Western governments
Zionists
are continually making decisions which go against the will of 95% of the electorate on repeat. Nobody in the UK wants all of their tax money sent to Ukraine. We have enough problems in England. Nobody in the UK wants the small boats to keep arriving, yet they keep arriving. So we
Again, allegedly, in my opinion, Zelensky was also implicated on the Epstein files, too. Zelensky, President, Prime Minister of Ukraine. How many billions did we send to Ukraine during the Biden administration? It looks like Ukraine is just a proxy for Israel as well.
Democratic system, which is clearly completely corrupted. There's clearly compromise on all of the elites inside of our system. These people are clearly financing pedophiles on the other side of the planet, making them billionaires. And they're making decisions that nobody is voting for and that nobody wants. And then to try and deflect and conflate, they take my brother and I and they say that we're dangerous. Or now we have Keir trying to sell Mandelson down the river, just as you quite correctly pointed out, when he made the decision himself. Our systems are completely corrupted from head to toe, and Epstein is only the tip of the iceberg. There are many other secret societies, many other islands, and many other places where these people convene. And that's where conversations are happening, which completely subvert the will of democracy and subvert the will of the electorate. And I have to give credit to Donald Trump himself, although it may have gone.
Okay. Glazing Donald Trump. Trump said, allegedly, in my opinion, Epstein's a terrific guy. He has a lot of beautiful girls, some of them very young. He likes young girls. Terrific guy. And if you want the Epstein files released, I don't want your support. Don't want it. Don't want it.
Him some smoke because he does appear in the files. He at least released them, showing that he's maverick enough to try and bring some transparency back to our democratic systems. Because if Donald Trump didn't win, these conversations wouldn't even be taking place.
Bro, they were supposed to release it, I think, a month ago. They're super late. Congress put a deadline on Trump to release it, and he was way over. Like, to give him credit for that is just the most. But Piers is not going to push back on that because, come on, allegedly, in my opinion, they're all tied up with the same people.
And Keir trying to run damage control after not mentioning this at all and trying to keep on a lid on it for so long, just once again shows there's a lot more to this story than we know.
I mean, a few things you said there I would pick up on and challenge. There is no evidence that the majority of people in the UK do not support supporting Ukraine. In fact, it's the opposite. The majority of people in the UK do support helping the Ukrainians. You're right about the small boats. On Trump, I know Trump very well. I spoke to him a few days ago. I think on the Epstein files, he's dug himself into a big hole because he made it part of his campaigning in the last election that he would be completely transparent and release all the Epstein files. I have people in his administration within days of him being inaugurated who came on this show and said, we're going to...
He's always making a face like he has to shit right now. Like he's always looking like he really has to go, but he's in a public place and there's no toilet around.
release everything. We have Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, leading everybody up the
I'm absolutely and utterly shitting my pants. It's asinine if I poop.
garden path and saying, here are the binders with all the stuff. And none of it happened. And then we had Elon Musk suddenly coming out saying Donald Trump's in the files, which is ironic given we now know so is Elon Musk. And it doesn't mean either of them did anything wrong, but they're in the files. And you've now got a situation where millions of these documents have been released, but we're told there are still 3 million that may not be released. Well, how is that ever going to solve a scandal in terms of addressing the raging conspiracy theories if you hold back 3 million documents? That's not transparent. So I think if I'm being critical of Trump about anything with this, my main criticism is the failure to deliver on his promise to be transparent.
Perhaps, but he's certainly been more transparent than the governments before.
Perhaps. It's an interesting... Remember this video? This one's so funny. I'll play it for a second.
On the Jack Neal podcast.
People have got to start being a little bit nicer to me. I could be earning $500 million by being a Hollywood actor, but I'm not because I'm absolutely and utterly not a sellout.
I'm a professional.
Model for Versace. I could be wearing Levi jeans.
But I'm not.
I'm not, because that's asinine.
Asinine.
You have like a sense of responsibility or obligation to just continue doing what you're doing.
It's an interesting question. I will say for now, but people had better start being fucking nicer to me. Why do you think it is that I spoke to Bonnie Blue? Why do I find myself agreeing with every single word that she says? Is it because I actually agree with her? That would be asinine. Is it because I want another girlfriend? Absolutely and utterly not. It's the bread roll.
What do you mean by this bread roll?
But
you see, the bread rolls are dangled by people who I cannot even mention on this podcast because I don't want to get shot. I can only tell you about 30% of what I actually know because I only have 3 lives, Jack, and I'm on my 3rd life. And some retard will be sitting there on Twitter or TikTok and say, Andrew actually sold out. What a fucking loser.
Can you elaborate a bit on the bread rolls?
Thought experiment. Do you like peanut butter in a bread roll?
Sure.
Do you also like jelly in a bread roll?
I mean, not on its own.
And that is my point, Jack. Why the fuck does my algorithm keep trying to convince us that peanut butter and jelly goes well in a fucking bread roll? Maybe because the people who are controlling the algorithm are hoping that I will be convinced to marry some dumb chick. Here, I'll give you a yacht. You can ride a Bugatti. You're set for life. Just raise my kids and shut the fuck up. The whole thing's a psyop. It's a scam. A psyop! And what people don't understand is that the scam is designed to get me married so they can get somebody close enough to me to betray me. See, a lot of people don't understand this. Sneaky does not understand this.
Hey!
And most people will be just sitting at home like dorks and losers on TikTok or Twitter saying, "Ooh, Andrew's lost his mind. He's sold out. Video games. Oh well.
Doop-de-doop. Oh well. Doop-de-doop.
We know that they had this information for a very long time and an absolute lid was kept
Tony
on. So at least
Lapidus.
he's beginning the process of letting the people at home understand how corrupt our institutions are. And myself, I'm in a lot of trouble with many charges from the British government for my speech, saying the things I say are completely unacceptable. But primarily my message is challenging the blanket authority and the blanket narratives which are pushed by our institutions. And now that we see our institutions are completely corrupted by billionaire pedophiles, now we see our institutions have been completely overrun and they're operating in secret rooms and subverting the rule of law. I think that makes it even more important that people like myself continue to challenge authority and demand answers and demand transparency and not believe official narratives. This is just the tip of the iceberg. What we know is going to be a fraction of what actually took place. And if I find it absolutely disgusting, and I don't want to make this about me, that they managed to do so much damage to my brother and I with no evidence while sitting on such a huge pile of evidence for some of the most important people on the planet. To address what you said about Trump, I agree with you. But I think Trump would have been under huge pressure from some of the most important people in administrations all around the world to release nothing at all. And the fact that he continued to try and be transparent and allow people at home to understand how this world really works, I have to give him credit.
Isn't it cute seeing my 2 sons get along? It's like very, very sweet, huh? Joining forces, seething every day, blocking me. Look at my 2 sons that I ratio. It's just, aw.
Because a lot of people would have been in Trump's ear saying, don't release anything. And yes, he's a maverick, as is Elon. And if our democracies are going to survive in the coming decade with all of the problems that exist in our societies, transparency is the most important thing we can push for.
Yeah, but, you know, even with Elon, who I'm a big fan of in terms of his business acumen and achievements and everything else, but he's out there every day, all day at the moment saying, I've led the charge against the Epstein stuff. I want full transparency. I had nothing to do with it. I rejected all advances from Epstein and so on. And yet we're reading emails from him where he's clearly very keen to get on the island, very keen to know what night's the wildest party night and so on, which is a complete contrary, conflicted reality to what he's trying to make us think.
Hey, nigga, you partied with Ghislaine Maxwell, allegedly, in my opinion. Like, were you really that?
Age hits you
Hello, me mommy's a lampshade and me mommy's a soap.
Brick, and earlier than you think.
Hello,
governor. Losing testosterone. Around the age of 30, about 1% every year. And even worse, a lot of what your body makes is...
It's got pretty funny hearing him talk about testosterone, bro. We saw the article from, man, I don't really want to bring this up, but your wife posted an article, started to become a journalist in the Telegraph, saying that she couldn't stand the fact that you were in the hospital and she was craven. She was like, she was almost gonna.
By proteins in the blood. Well, Mars Men helps turn
blah 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 blah.
Latino purchase. They will ask you
who here, Chad. Who here is gonna go buy Piers testosterone pills? You gonna get it?
Where you heard about them?
And there's pictures of you with certain members of Epstein's circle, and I'm not going for a second going to accuse you of any kind of wrongdoing.
Well, no, but I'm happy to talk about that. But hang on, okay, but look.
Hang on. Thank you for the 10. GLM do matter. GLM in the chat. Which is why we need to set the record straight. SNEAKO's real identity has been revealed as Israeli Mossad agent Shlomo Shuckelberg, who has been using Islam as a guise. Okay, bro. All right, yeah, I'm Shlomo Shuckelberg.
You raised that, so I can, but I have explained that very simply. Right,
Please
so
do.
in 2013, I think it was, I went to a book launch for a guy who was editor of a British newspaper in Manhattan. A lot of starry people there, Stephen Fry, all these people. And I was introduced to a woman I didn't know called Ghislaine Maxwell. And the link was that I was editor of a Daily Mirror in the UK, which was owned by her father for many years, Robert Maxwell, who then fell off a boat.
Mossad agent. Oh, shit. Weird, huh? Weird. So knowing all this, Piers, why are you allegedly, in my opinion, insinuating that he worked for Russia? Wait, what? Whoa. Huh? No! Piers! Hang on. Do you condemn this party? Piers, I'm disgusted and horrified. Do you condemn this party you went to with the daughter of a Mossad agent?
And probably killed himself, maybe not, we don't know. And I had a 5-minute conversation with Ghislaine Maxwell, and a photographer appeared and took group pictures, and then people have cut out me and her and posted it. Now, I've explained that many times. That was the only time I've met Ghislaine Maxwell, had any dealing with her. Never met Jeffrey Epstein or had any dealings with him. Certainly never went to his island or his parties or anything. That's it. So my full extent of exposure to either of them was 5 minutes at a book launch, standing there, and there happened to be a photographer, and that was 2013. So I argue.
I believe you. 2013, wasn't that 4 years after you said that everybody else has condemned Jeffrey Epstein? Wait. I thought you said earlier just now that 2009 was when he first got charged and when people should have cut off association. Then you hang out in 2013. I didn't know this.
No problem, people. I've got no problem. It doesn't really matter. That's what happened. And the point being, though, that I believe I've been 100% transparent. All I'm requiring other people to be is when similar stuff comes out about them, be equally transparent, right?
Wait, chat, who's he seething about right here?
And my argument about Elon is he's saying one thing, but we're reading a different thing in the emails, which contradicts what he's saying. That is not being transparent. You know, if I said this about Ghislaine Maxwell and someone said, well, hang on, because I've got all these emails of you and her having a good old chin wag on email or going to the island or that's
just having a little chitty chatty and having a little wang on and a willy wally.
Then I'm a liar.
Willy wally.
Then I'm lying and I should be judged accordingly. Nobody has ever said that. Everyone accepts.
Absolutely.
I met her for 5 minutes.
Absolutely. No, he's having a little willy wally on the island. Oh, absolutely and utterly that.
I want people in these files to say, here's what's in there about me. I mean, look at Bill Gates, right? So Bill Gates has come out. We've got a clip, I think, of Bill Gates. This is so just for viewers who've not followed this, Bill Gates, it turns out, in one of the documents in the Epstein files, Epstein appears to have drafted a note that would have been sent by one of Bill Gates' right-hand men to Gates by way of kind of leverage stroke blackmail for this aide to avoid being fired as he feared he was going to be. And in it, he says that he protected Gates when he caught an STD from a prostitute, and that also protected him when he wanted to get medication secretly to Gates's then wife to stop her getting infected. Now, what was interesting about this? Gates says this. So let's take a look at what he has said in the last 24 hours about this.
Let's get into it.
I met Jeffrey in 2011. The focus was always he knew a lot of very rich people, and he was saying he could get them to give money to global health. You know, in retrospect, that was a dead end, and I was foolish to spend time with him. I was one of many people who regret ever knowing him. You know, every minute I spent with him, I regret, and I apologize.
I wasn't friends. We just had some. I was Microsoft on the island anyway. It was only like 12 dinners.
I said I did that. I was only at dinners. You know, I never went to the island. I never met any women. And so, the more that comes out, the more clear it'll be that although the time was a mistake, it had nothing to do with that kind of behavior.
Why did nigga look like a lizard? Literally. Does he look exactly like a lizard?
Now, compare and contrast that with the reaction. Well, I want to play the reaction now of Melinda Gates.
Again, a reminder, in the Epstein files, it looked like, allegedly, in my opinion, Bill Gates was talking about a pandemic simulation with Jeffrey Epstein. There's a long email in 2017 where they're planning out things that they want to do in the future, allegedly, in my opinion. And one of them was a pandemic simulator, 3 years before COVID-19. And now you can see Netanyahu, allegedly, in my opinion, has a trophy of a syringe in his office. And they brag about the fact that the fertility rates in Israel did not drop after COVID-19, but they did across the world. Who shilled for the vaccine a lot? Who pushed it quite a bit? Bill Gates.
Ex-wife, when the same story is put to her, she said this.
I wonder what your dominant emotion is when you read these news articles with these details.
Sad. Just unbelievable sadness. Unbelievable sadness, right? I left my marriage. I had to leave my marriage. I wanted to leave my marriage. I had to leave I felt I needed to eventually leave the foundation. So it's just sad. That's the truth.
Yeah.
No, I felt on a human level incredibly. I felt very sad for her. But the point being, she didn't deny that story.
Someone said fine
right,
shit.
which would have been very easy to do. So I think that Bill Gates is going to come under a lot more heat for the veracity of his distancing statements here about it. And look, it may well be
Piers,
he's done nothing criminal either, but it looks damning.
Absolutely, it looks damning.
Absolutely,
you're talking about him being under a lot more heat. I would argue that he's not going to face a fraction of the heat that I have. He's not going to lose Microsoft. He's not going to go to jail in Romania. He's not going to be locked in his house for 4 years. And it's important we understand context. I believe everything you said about your relation with Lashane, because I know that rich and powerful people know each other.
Oh, okay. Because I saw the Clippers trying to say that you were criticizing him for hanging out with Ghislaine Maxwell, but now, I believe you completely, absolutely and utterly. You were just hanging out at a party. It's not weird.
And sometimes you meet at social events. These things happen. But also I know that people who do wrong things don't often admit to doing them wrong. And it's the job of the authorities to investigate people who perhaps they have evidence that they've committed crimes, investigate them fully and clearly, and let the people at home know the rule of law applies. How can the British state have endless resources to try and put myself in jail, endless resources to lock people up for tweets, endless resources to knock on doors for people who are unhappy with their government, but do not have resources to investigate this huge pile of evidence that we have, that huge, important members of the British establishment have a serious link with a convicted pedophile? It is because it is two-tier policing. It is because Keir and his government and the government previous are so corrupt to their core that they want to ignore these pieces of evidence and go after the people like myself instead who talk about them. And this reeks of absolute governmental corruption. Yes, there are people in the files who did nothing wrong. Yes, there are people in the files who did a lot wrong and are lying about it. This is the job of our policing structure. This is why we pay our taxes, sir. We need to know exactly what happened to guarantee the electorate that we are not living in some kind of dictatorship, some kind of tyranny where foreign pedophiles are made billionaires based off the back of dodgy contracts and unexplained.
You better press him. You better, now that he's calling him a pedophile. It's like, what, 4 days before he was tweeting, Epstein's a major, Piers better press him for the fact that he was saying Epstein's a winner.
Sums of money, while also influencing government in real time because they have huge amounts of compromise on some of the most important people on the planet. I want investigations into every single person inside of the Epstein files that I have suffered. I have suffered investigations. Why don't these people suffer investigations?
So Trump, Elon,
investigations, considering there is far more damning evidence on any of them than there is on me. And I would argue that investigations can take place against Elon and Trump also. And the reason they release the files is because they believe they will eventually be found innocent. But investigations must take place. Of course, Bill Gates is not going to sit up on a video and admit what he did wrong. He's not going to ever tell the truth. But we have enough evidence to at least question him. So you have to ask why these people could meet on an island, why this evidence has existed for 10 long years, why all the governments were aware of this evidence.
And you just gave Trump credit for releasing it now. Based on what you're saying, they just keep contradicting themselves. Trump is a G because he released it. But why would they cover it up for 10 years? That's the guy you just gave him credit.
And why they were refusing to even investigate, refusing to even question these people, despite them having such strong evidence, and instead going after the people like myself and other members of the public who highlight distrust in the exact organisms, the exact organizations that are supposed to be doing this work.
I want to turn just to some things you've posted.
There we go.
In the last week, which you then deleted.
There we go.
I want to ask you why you deleted them.
Okay, this is going to get spicy. YouTube, come on over to Kick. I'm going to pin it in the chat right now. Come on over to Kick. We're getting to the good stuff. No more yap. Gonna get actually Uncensored, Top G Uncensored over on Kick. Go click the link right now. It's in the description. How do you type a link properly so it's a hyperlink? Fuck. There we go. It's hyperlinked. Please tell me it works. Kick.com/SNEAKO. Go join up right now. There we go. Spicy stuff. Can't say all this stuff on YouTube. Don't want to get banned again. Come on over. Come on over.